until then, we'll rewind back to kind of this Saturday coming up,
Yep.
which is the FA Cup final.
Big day, big day.
Man United versus Chelsea.
Yes, indeed.
I don't view the FA Cup as big as I used to as a kid. I've kind of fell out of love with it because, I don't know, it's just not... I don't think it's as big of a competition anymore for clubs to win anymore.
Yeah, I think it's more of a... Excuse me. I think the magic of the FA Cup is slowly fading because that's like the group of teams that win it and possibly could win it are just shrinking all the time. And you'll always see a United or a Chelsea or an Arsenal or a Liverpool or a City or a Tottenham or something like that. You'll always see a Prem team in the final. And last team that didn't do that was either Wigan or Birmingham, one of them. I think it was Birmingham.
I think it was Wigan. Did they win?
They won against City like back in 2011 or something.
Yeah, I think that was Wigan. I think Birmingham beat Arsenal in the League Cup.
Oh, was you right? Yeah.
Over Martins.
My bad, but I mean it's another example anyway. But yeah, it's rare. It's so rare that non-Premier League clubs get to that chance of winning it, and so I feel like I get what you mean with the repetition of this FA Cup. Now it definitely feels less special, but I think it's just always a great feeling when your team's in a final, and I think you can completely understand me.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I've seen Chelsea win 4 or 5 FA Cups in my lifetime. I might have got that number wrong, I don't know, but I've seen it happen quite a few times because they won it like 4 times in the last few years, and I think in terms of the game on the actual day, I have faith that Chelsea will win it, but they have to be at a certain level because United have only been getting stronger and stronger in the season. They've maintained that second place so well. They're world-class players that Mourinho was picking off of trees here and there. I think he's managed to mould them well together. You've got Pogba, Lingard and Lukaku who have got a great relationship there. De Gea is just an absolutely sensational goalkeeper. I know he's going to pull off like 6 saves that are just impossible. Like they just break the laws of physics. And I'm going to sit there, I'm going to stand there like raging in the pub like, what's going on? But I think it's literally like a Goliath battle. Whoever wakes up on the right side of the bed will take it.
Yeah.
I want to sit there and like look you in the eye and say Chelsea are the best team in the world, but I know that they have their downfalls, like losing 3-0 to Newcastle, which
it wasn't a great
no
game to have just before the FA Cup final.
No, it really wasn't, and I'm fighting off a lot of emotions here, if you can understand. No, it was a really hard really hard loss to actually look at and take in because we could have got a Champions League spot. Yeah. If Liverpool hadn't won, we could have got
So you just beat us the week before as well.
Yeah, exactly.
It was a pretty solid performance as well.
Yeah, it's just so inconsistent, and I don't know what it is, but every single manager gets this in the end of their second or first season.
Yeah.
Our club just has a curse, and I don't know why. I don't know, but then everyone's saying Conte in, Conte out, and I just have no idea. So.
No, I feel like Conte will leave in the summer. I just feel like that's just going to happen. It just feels inevitable at the moment. And I think, obviously, it would be a good send-off for him to win the FA Cup. But whether he has that incentive to do it, I just don't know whether they do. Chelsea, on their day, can be one of the best teams in the Premier League. But they've shown times throughout the season they can just collapse and lose to like the worst teams, like Bournemouth. They lost 3-0 to, and
yep, they did
4-1 to Watford or something ridiculous like that.
I remember those 2 games were consecutive.
Yeah.
And after the Watford one, I lost all hope. I was like, you know what? But
Exactly.
what's it called? I was gonna say something. Yeah, I remember when we played City. I think we only lost 1-0. But how lucky were we to get that 1-0 loss? Because I'm telling you, I've never ever seen this team play worse. Like, I've supported Chelsea since 2003, so I was like 5, which is just when I actually understood that football is a thing. And in those 15 years of supporting them now, I can definitely say that genuinely is the worst I've ever seen them play. Because I remember there was a moment where I was watching the TV screen, and in the whole TV screen, in the whole section of that half of the pitch that they had selected because of where the ball was, you had I think I saw about 6 City players, and I think it was mainly focusing on the final third of their attacking half. So you had about 6 City players, one of them on the ball, trying to make runs or whatever, and I genuinely counted, and it was so easy to count because they weren't moving. I counted 10 Chelsea players, not even including Courtois. So all of the actual players, and all of them were either standing still or literally walking, but really slowly. And I'm sitting here thinking, how the hell can you get paid so much? How the hell can you work so hard? How the hell can you put so much of your time and effort and energy into your job that you've been doing for years on end, and that obviously as a kid you were saying, oh yeah, this is my dream or whatever. How can you have all of that mixed up in your head and then decide to say, halfway through the match because it's just not going your way? I was so bitterly disappointed. And I don't think they can possibly do that at Wembley, because Wembley, the noise will wake them up. They'll be like, oh right, sorry, I didn't realise we were playing. But I'm just
not confident.
It's a matter. It's like a mixture. But if we're gonna predict there, I'm gonna say Chelsea got it. It's gonna be 2-1.
2-1.
2-1 to Chelsea. I think. Reckon United will score first in the first half, and then it'll be 1-0. And then we'll score again around 60 minutes. And then I reckon, what's his name? Pedro will just score in the last 10 minutes. I don't know why or how, whatever, but I just feel like it could work. And if that doesn't happen, we'll take an extra time. We'll take them wherever they want to go. But we're going to keep fighting. Or at least I am.
Well, I think I don't really like either team, to be honest. They're probably my 2 most hated in the Premier League. But
understandable.
I hate Man U way more than I hate Chelsea, and so I would rather see Chelsea win, but I just can't see it happening. Mourinho just seems to get results. But then obviously Conte has nothing to lose, so he can literally. I don't think he has anything to lose anyway, because I think he's pretty much going. I think he knows that, but he can just go all out, and then he might surprise people. But seeing Chelsea's inconsistencies this year, I can't see him really getting over the line there. And I think it's hard to put a score on it, but I'd probably say maybe 3-2 United. It might be a good game. It might be one of them games. Yeah.